What's going on, folks? Welcome to the latest edition of Nintendo Enthusiast Week in Review. I'm Sean Long, I'm your host. I'm an editor over at NintendoEnthusiast.com, and there was some cool stuff to cover this week. So, without any further ado, let's jump into this past week's news. Alright, so the first bit of news to go over this week is some Media Create numbers, which is Japanese sales figures in Japan, for December 22nd to January 4th. And Nintendo just went Godzilla and was stomping fools and crushing them with system sales figures, because it was pretty crazy. The 3DS sold about 200,000 units, the new 3DS that is, in that time period, and the Wii U sold about 75,000 units, which is pretty high considering, you know, the Japan home console market isn't nearly as strong as it used to be. System sales, like I said, were crazy. Software sales were great in the last week of December / first week of January. 17 of the 20 top selling games were available on the Nintendo console. I'll put links to both weeks, one here, so you can check out all the sales figures, but that's definitely a good sign, and hopefully Nintendo can keep that momentum going into 2015, the latter part of the year. So if you're a fighting game fan, you definitely know what Apex is all about. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Street Fighter 4, all these sort of games are represented at this tournament. People come in from all over the world to play at it. It's held in New Jersey, and it's really hype, big event. And Nintendo has actually partnered up with Apex to bring a new sort of Smash experience to the event. Details are limited right now. Nobody really knows. This was just announced yesterday, so it's sort of breaking news. But this could be really huge to get the Wii U and Smash Brothers on the map. Smash Brothers is very popular in the fighting game scene, and it's really a cornerstone of Apex. So it'll be interesting to see what Nintendo does at Apex. What do you think they're going to do at Apex? Are you sort of into that fighting game scene? The whole competitive scene? Let me know in the comments below.
This week's Retro Game of the Week is brought to you by PunchOutGaming.com. From retro gaming to modern, PunchOutGaming.com has you covered. Join their Facebook group for the best sales as well. Link in description.
Alright, so last week's Retro Game of the Week was Batman on the NES, which was made by Sunsoft, which was more Ninja Gaiden than Batman, but still an awesome game. This week, Konami takes their turn at Batman on the NES with Batman Returns. So how does this game fare compared to the other? Well, it's very different. Batman Returns is a side-scrolling beat-em-up, whereas, like I said before, Batman made by Sunsoft is kind of a Ninja Gaiden-esque experience. But I actually kind of prefer the beat-em-up style to the Ninja Gaiden experience because it seems like a more traditional Batman. The game features some really great cutscenes that tell the story from the movie Batman Returns, and there's some really good music in there as well. The game does tend to get a little bit monotonous at times because, it is a side-scrolling beat-em-up and you can only do so much with NES moves. But overall, I really enjoyed this game, and I think it's very good and almost as good as the original Batman. Not a lot of people really talk about this one, so check out Batman Returns on the NES. You'll be pleasantly surprised. Alright, so Shigeru Miyamoto has been going around to popular YouTube channels and doing Let's Plays and interviews with people in the States. I guess he must have missed us. I mean, it is okay, I guess, but next time you do this, dog, if you miss me, we're gonna have some problems. Anyways, one of them was really interesting, and the latest one he did, which I'll post a link to over here, he stated that there's more unannounced 2015 Wii U titles to see release. And that's kind of peculiar considering we've seen almost 12 games that are scheduled to release in 2015. So you gotta really wonder, what games are there really? You can't really have a Metroid in the same year, or can you? Are they eShop games? Are they retail games? Let me know what you guys think. Let me, speculate down below in the comments, and let me know what you think Shigeru might be teasing for 2015 from Nintendo. Alright, finally, I want to talk about two games that are coming out in 2015 for the Wii U that I don't think enough people are really paying attention to and giving credit to. The first one is kind of a surprise, I think, but Mario Maker. Now, I know what you're saying, oh, it's Mario Maker, everyone knows about Mario Maker. Right, but I don't really think people are really understanding appreciating the game like they really need to. This is a 4 or 5-year-old Sean's wet dream. Creating my own Mario levels and sharing them with people, that is hype. And more than likely, it's going to be one of those budget titles. Even if it's not, even if it's 60 bucks, I don't give a damn. That's awesome to be able to create your own Mario levels, share them with people, use different styles of the Mario world, and I think that really will open some doors up. We could see more games like this. They've actually hinted at that. Could we see a Donkey Kong Country creator? Legend of Zelda Dungeon Creator, who the hell knows? So this game really needs some support, so I hope you guys are really interested in the game, and you know, definitely pay attention to it and pick it up if it's something that you might enjoy, especially retro heads, because retro heads, you better have like boners over this thing, because it's crazy. The second game I want to talk about is kind of an Americanized game for the Wii U that a lot of people are saying, it's not going to do that good, it's not going to sell. I don't give a damn about sales for this game because I want it. It'll have at least one sale. Devil's Third. Devil's Third is looking awesome, people. The E3 build was a premature build. Like, I don't think that was really optimizing the Wii U. Itagaki himself has said that's not really optimizing the Wii U, and the game looks totally different. It's going to have a huge single-player experience, a huge online multiplayer experience, and with games like Call of Duty and Battlefield not coming to the Wii U, this is going to be a way for Wii U owners to play, you know, top-tier games, top-tier first-person shooter games. And it has the third-person aspect to it as well. I was really hyped over the E3 build. I thought it looked awesome. You know, the graphics weren't really up to par per se, but the gameplay just looked so much fun and there was so much variety. So Devil's Third, everyone needs to pay attention to this game because it's going to bite a lot of people in the ass, and a lot of people are going to be like, oh man, I need to go buy this now. And you're going to remember that I was the one that told you you should have been paying attention to it because it looks awesome, man. Alright, and that's going to do it for this week's episode. As always, be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, share the video around, leave a comment, do what you got to do. The more interaction you guys give us, the more videos we'll do. Like I teased last week, we have a huge event coming up on the 15th. It's a huge indie developers game hangout with Google. So you can, you know, tune in live to what we're doing, ask questions live. There's going to be game giveaways, and the guest list is stacked. Like, this is top tier indie companies that are going to be hanging out with us. I'm not going to give away any names yet, but you guys need to check out the website, NintendoEnthusiast.com, of course. We're going to have some preview information on there. Like I said, there's going to be game giveaways, so it's going to be an awesome, awesome event. There's going to be developers just hanging out in the Google chat room if you want to, you know, interact with them one-on-one. So definitely come and check that out. And that's about it. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Later.